Hi, it's Joe Mitchell of ActivateYourGreatness.com, and I am going live every day at 7 for the next 2 weeks, and maybe longer, because what I want to do is I want to tell you about this program that I'm doing. I won't go into any of the details right now, but I'll just say that I'm doing a very intensive program for small business people, and I'd love you to be in it. If you're a solo business person, I would love you to be in it. So here we are, but this is totally apart from that, and I want to, but basically in this program I'm going to be going over my system, which I call my income revolution system. And it's one of in the very beginning, the foundation really is laid on clarity and focus. And what I wanted to do tonight was talk about bedtime habits. Now, why are bedtime habits important to having more money, being more successful? Well, they're really important because if you have great bedtime habits, then you are going to get a lot more done the next day. Now, I'm not going to talk so much about sleep right now, and that's a whole big issue. And, I call it the fundamentals, which is eating, sleeping, and exercising. And we won't really talk about those tonight, but I just want to talk about the habits, the pre-bed habits that you might have. And it might be good for you just to think a little bit about what are your pre-bed habits. Are you proud of them? Is this something that really works for you? Well, if they're not, I'm going to give you some ideas here, and we can see a little bit of, and please feel free to comment if you're here with me. Please feel free to comment. I'm very interested in what really are your best bedtime habits. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is very simple one, is plan the following day. So before you go to bed, it's really, really good to think about what you're going to do the next day. Because what happens for me anyway is if I don't do that, then what happens is then I'm thinking about, in the morning, I'm thinking about, well, what do I have to do? And that's the time when I really should be doing the important stuff rather than thinking about doing the important stuff. So plan the following day. It's really a very, very good idea. Second thing is reading and meditating. They're actually two separate things, but we'll talk about each one of them. Reading, really good time for you to focus your mind. And what that does is if you read, especially if you're reading in bed or something, it slows you down. It gets your whole caught up feelings of the day down. The next thing is meditate, and that definitely will get you relaxed, eased, ready for bed. And it can be something as simple as just some deep breathing. Just some deep breathing and just feeling your body and just relaxing each part of your body. It could be that simple. Or it could be much more deep and much more, you're going to sit for 10 minutes and just allow yourself to really be still. Could be that as well. Then the final thing is, one of the more important things that I would say as a bedtime habit, and that is what can you forgive yourself for, and what can you be grateful about? So those are two things that every night it would be really good if you would just ask yourself, what can I forgive myself for? Or forgive others, because a lot of times, other people do things to us. And then what can I be grateful for? And there's always something during the day that you can be grateful for. And if you get in the habit of forgiving and being grateful and reading planning your day, you're talking about a whole new level of productivity, of power. So that's what I have to say for tonight. Bedtime habits, important. Think about them. Implement something. Something, it might not even be what I've talked about, but implement something that really works for you, that forwards your life. Thanks so much for listening. And you can, if you go to activateyourgreatness.com, you can get 2 free chapters of my book, my new book. So, and it's called the joy of the art of joyful achieving. So it's about how to achieve with joy. Love you to get the free chapters. Have a great day. This is Joe Mitchell signing out.